Period drama lovers, this video is for you. Based on Jane Austen's unfinished manuscript, Andrew Davies set out to create Sanditon. The British historical drama is an exciting tale, and the show is relatively underrated. We're going to discuss the stars that bring the characters to life. While the show may have its romances, their actual love lives differ. Let's break down what our favorites have been up to. First up is Theo James. While 37 years old Theo isn't there in season 2, he was essentially our teenage dream in season 1. Not including him would be like not mentioning the Duke if we speak of Bridgerton. He had a wonderful time filming the series, but felt his character had met a fitting end. When faced with the question of James' departure, Sanditon head writer Justin Young explained during the Television Critics Association that they had no intention of recasting the role. As Theo insisted on not reviving his part, they respected that and had to find a new way to explore the story. In the show, he played Sydney and had an on-screen romance with Charlotte. His character was a passionate man who viewers tended not to always agree with, but he still loved family above all else. Theo might have resonated with Sydney because the 37-year-old actor chooses his family above all else too. James is married to Ruth Kearney, an Irish actress. They met while attending the Bristol Old Vic Theatre School. They split their time between Venice Beach in California and North London in the United Kingdom. Outside of acting, James was a member of the London-based band Shere Khan, which split in 2012. In 2015, he was appointed as a brand ambassador for Hugo Boss Perfumes for Men, appearing in print advertisements and commercials. Next is the red-haired beauty Charlotte Spencer. Charlotte Spencer is 30 years old and has racked up a decent list of films to her name. She is a British actress, dancer, and singer. She is most remembered as the female protagonist in The Living and the Dead. She was awarded a Star of Tomorrow by Screen International magazine in 2015. She plays Esther Denham in Sanditon and is a worldly woman. It's only after her character's married that she begins to change. In her real life, however, her private life is very personal. She hasn't been linked romantically to anyone yet, but stays close to her family. They all have worked tirelessly to support her and themselves. When she is not working as an actor, she lives with her parents, works at a charity shop with her grandmother, and sings in the choir at her mother's infant school. Chip, her dog, lives with her. She's often mentioned that she volunteers at the elementary school where her mother works. And who is the blonde-haired Jack Fox seeing? The actor plays Jack Denham. He's even more calculated and cunning than his sister, played by Charlotte. According to Fox, his character's motto is to not let emotions cloud one's judgment. While his part requires him to be apathetic and above everyone else, Jack is anything but that. The 36-year-old comes from a line of actors known as the Fox dynasty. Fox was born in London on September 17, 1985, to actors James Fox and Mary Elizabeth Piper. He is the nephew of producer Robert Fox and actor Edward Fox. Although he was eager to begin acting at a young age, his parents insisted that he get a proper education and then follow his ambitions. Attended the University of Leeds, where he earned a 2-to-1 in philosophy and theology. Following his education, Fox went on to star in the Oscar-nominated BAFTA-winning film Thebe, the Golden Globe-nominated National Geographic series Genius starring Geoffrey Rush, and Johnny English starring Rowan Atkinson. Fox starred in Sky Atlantic's Riviera 2019, which shattered records for their greatest premiere series ever, becoming their most downloaded program in history, with 20 million downloads, alongside Will Arnett, Julia Stiles, and Juliet Stevenson. He's engaged to the British singer-songwriter Eleanor Fletcher. The two have really gotten through a lot during the past year. The lockdown had them going through some heartbreaking problems. Jack's mother fell ill, and the two stepped in to help look after her. However, she passed away soon after, and the two now help the family and his father tend to their matters. Fox has mentioned that without his fiancée, he would have not been able to get through the ordeal. Their commitment has been truly inspiring. Next, we have Anne Reid. Lady Denham is obviously the main driving force of Sanditon. Her character is always curious if someone's out to get her because her massive fortune has attracted attention. Where Lady Denham is 70 years old, Reid is 87 years of age. Reid's first significant acting job was as Valerie Tatlock on Coronation Street. Although having previously starred in shows such as The Benny Hill Show, Hancock's Half Hour, and The Adventures of Robin Hood. Valerie's character was immensely popular with the show's viewers, and her marriage to Ken Barlow can be viewed as an early example of a soap super couple. Anne Reid's spouse was Peter Eckersley, and they married in 1971. They presented 2 children. One of them was Mark Eckersley and the other a stepson. Peter Eckersley worked as a British television producer. Before marrying Anne Reid, Peter married Eileen Wilson in 1958, but they divorced in 1970. 1971 after a decade together. Then he met Anne Reed, who became the love of his life. In 1981, at the age of 45, he died of cancer. Following his demise, she mentioned he was the cleverest and nicest man she ever met. It just never occurred to her to remarry or look for a serious relationship again. Of course, she continues to be a force to reckon with, and that's all that matters. Indeed, Crystal Clark is under our radar too. She plays Georgiana Lamb, who is the only Black character ever written by Jane Austen. It's saddening to think we never got to see Jane complete this character because from what we've seen so far, she's interesting to watch. Clark made her West End debut in Dominic Dromgoole's production of A Woman of No Importance as Hester Worsley. She has minor appearances in the Star Wars films The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. In the former, she, Lupita Nyong'o, and Maisie Richardson Sellers became the first 3 Black actors to feature in a Star Wars film. While her filmography is public, her life is anything but. She lives a discreet life, so much so that her age isn't confirmed either. We only know she was born around 1993 to 1994. And was born to 2 Caribbean parents in the United States. Rather than follow a career there, she chose to move to Britain, where clearly her acting career has taken flight. Unfortunately, not much is known of her love life either. We'll just have to keep our ears and eyes for any more information we manage to gather in the future. Of course, Rose Williams, her best friend, may definitely know a thing or two. So, what of Rose Williams? Rose Victoria Williams, 28, is a British actress from Ealing, London. She is well known for her roles in Reign as Princess Claude and in Sanditon as Charlotte Haywood. Charlotte's known for her love of adventure, and finding love along the road is just icing on the cake. That is what drew her to the part in the first place. In the British horror film The Power, which also starred Emma Rigby, Williams played a nurse in 1970s London. Williams will also appear in Leslie Manville's film adaptation of Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris. Rose Williams isn't dating anyone as of 2022. Rose Williams had at least one past relationship, according to Celebs Couple, and she has never been married before. With her career being her pinnacle of focus and her need for privacy, we're sure that someone worthy of her talents will have to woo her. Lastly, new addition Ben Lloyd Hughes has caught our eye. The 34-year-old is most recognized for his roles as Josh Stock in the British television series Skins 2007 and Will in the film Divergent 2014. In the 2016 BBC television series War and Peace, he portrays Czar Alexander, and in the 2020 series Industry, he plays Greg. Lloyd Hughes has now appeared as Alexander Colburn in the second series of the historical drama Sanditon. He plays opposite Charlotte as her love interest this season, and that has got fans talking. Charlotte and Alexander's connection on PBS's Sanditon was evident, and it would have been perfect if the widower had proposed. Instead of proposing marriage to Charlotte in the season 2 finale on Sunday, the widower sacked her as his niece's governess. Heartbroken by Alexander's inability to recognize their passionate kisses in romantic connection, she rejects his offer for re-employment and opts to marry Ralph, a farmer from her community 2 months later. While his on-screen romance seems doomed, his real life has been surprisingly stable. Emily Barrington is Ben Lloyd Hughes' girlfriend as of 2022. They started dating in about 2014. She is a Sagittarius and he is an Aries. If you're into zodiac compatibility, then that'll definitely make you happy. That's a wrap for this video. Which of the wags do you follow on Instagram? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one!